Hey everybody, I'm back. Part 2 of filling the signatures for this journal, finding ephemera. Don't know if I'll sew the signatures in first or fill it with ephemera. The last journal I did, I sewed it in, then filled with the ephemera. Part of my reason for struggling with that part is that I am actually struggling because I've stuck both my signatures together. I need them separate. I'm struggling with just where to put this. Like that fits perfectly, but when I open it up, where does that go? So I've made some marks. I'm hoping I don't mess it up, and I do have to sew them in. But I did go through, at the end of the last video, I said I needed to go through my current ephemera that I already have. So I found several things with birds on it, amazingly enough. Now this is cardboard. Don't know if that might be too much for, for that cover. And I love the birds on here, so I don't know that I really want to cover them up. I'll be honest. There's lots of the other fabric to show. You see it inside, and you're going to see it on this part of the cover as well. Sorry, I have a froggy in my throat. So, but if I did this, then they'd be covered up by that anyway. So I don't know. I could put that there, tear that part off, and that could support that part like that. I just hate covering up this fabric. It's just so pretty. So we'll see. I don't know. But anyway, I found this, and I do have some music on the pages that I made. So we'll use that. This is an extra. And I have a couple of the little, let's see, I have these. And this does not have a bird on it yet. I have some bird stamps, I think. So I'm going to put that on there. And this already has a bird stamp on it. So I may put some birds on the card inside. I have two little notebooks that I made previously, and this one has a hummingbird on it. So I can put a bird on that pretty easily. This, I think is going to be a belly band or a tuck. This already had a bird on it, but I can add a bird to that. This has a bird on it, and so that could be a pocket. And that has a nest on it. So that's a pocket. Another pocket. That one's backed because this was one of my big collage sheets, and I cut that up. So that already had birds on it. These have birds on them. That's one of my photographs. And this is one of the flip downs that I made. You glue it down on the back here. And I made these out of those map pages that I wasn't sure what to do with, the 8x8s. So I pulled out a couple of those, and I pulled out some blank tags, and then I also had this made up. This made up as a giant tag. I had this one made up, and then I have a couple little envelopes that I stamped the other day. I went through, I have like a gazillion of these, so I went through and stamped a bunch of them with just some random stamps and stuff that I have. And I thought that I would do something in the center. I may have some more of this type card there, or napkin, or whatever I find. I also printed some birds, some of the birds, so that I can just tear them out. And, some of those may fit on there too. So there's those. So that was already in my ephemera, which is pretty cool. But of course, I'm going to need more. And yeah, I could add to the ephemera I've already made, but a lot of the ephemera I've already made has theme to it, or it doesn't really match the journal. So I'm going to go ahead and play with this stuff, with the napkins. So I did a couple of more of the sheets. I did take a break from my last video, but I'm doing this on the same day. Let me see how I can word that. It's the same day as the end of my last video was recorded. Does that make any sense? Probably not. Anywho's, I did the last video. I started it last week when I did the covers. This is Tuesday. And just want to measure. Okay. So I started it last week. So I'm piecing a couple of videos together. And then when I ended my last video, I needed to check my timing. I really like that. So I think, methinks what I'm going to do is just tear this along here. That's my problem. I think too much. And when I checked the time on the other videos, it added up to almost an hour. So I just decided that I would take myself a little break. I changed from a long sleeve shirt to a short sleeve shirt because it's that time of year. You get up in the morning, you're freezing. By mid-afternoon, you're warm. By evening, I'm freezing again. And then I made a smoothie. And when I get a smoothie, Evan gets some yogurt because he started liking yogurt. And it's one of the foods he can have. I don't think he's supposed to have a lot of it, but he gets a little bit every day when I have my fruit smoothie. Okay. I fit the birdie on there. The birdie is flying right into the flowers. I don't know why I did it that way. I don't know. Don't ask me. I kind of want that covered too. So I shouldn't have ripped it off so short if I wanted it covered, right? Oh dear. Taboo. Taboo is under there. Do I want it that way? Swoop. Problem is, switchblade is at the top of this one. Not sure I want that up there. All right, let's see. Maybe I could, let's see. I could put that there. And I could put that there. And then I could put that there. And I can put the bird. The bird might lose part of its wing. That's okay. Poor little birdie. All right. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, I've taken out my matte gel, but I'm wondering if I could just use my glue stick. I very well could. So I'm just going to do this one with glue stick. I like using the matte gel because nothing left of that glue stick. I did take out a new one. I like using the matte gel because it blends. This glue stick does not want to turn. It blends everything in, and the glue stick, let me rephrase that. Okay, start over. Take two. So the glue stick works really well, but the napkin sort of sits on the top of the paper. It doesn't blend in to the paper like the matte gel or a wet glue would. And so you get a different texture. But I almost feel like the glue stick, because it sits on the surface, it's almost more durable. I don't know. Maybe that's my imagination. And I might have to go over this with matte gel. Anyway, who knows? I'll see how it turns out. Oopsies. Okay. That's really pretty. All right. And then the birdie will just go right there. Let's do a big circle. So I've also opened my sliding glass door that leads to my deck. And there's a nice northerly breeze blowing. The door is over there. The northerly breeze is coming from that way, so it's not really coming in the house, but I'm getting fresh air. Of course, that'll probably kick my allergies up again. So, oops. Come back here. I hope I'm on screen. I'm trying. I'm trying, people. I'm trying. That could be taken more than one way, couldn't it? I'm trying. I'm a trying person. I got a boo-boo yesterday. I was... Ooh, that's tacky. I was trying to... What's the word? It has escaped me. I have some cast iron pans, and we used the grill pan yesterday. And season. I needed to season a new little grill sandwich pan. It's only 6 inches square. And we used our grill yesterday to grill something, some kind of sandwiches. And so I wanted to season them last night. And I preheated the oven, and after I oiled the pans, I went to put them in, and I touched the burners, you know, the heat elements at the top of the stove. And I really, I was saying some words. I was yelling at myself. Oh my gosh. I was not happy with myself, to say the least. So I got myself a boo-boo, but I'll live. It'll be okay. It's all right. Isn't that a pretty pocket? I think I'm still going to have to back that, though, with another, because it's still really flimsy. I don't know. I might have to put cardstock behind it, but I really like the way it looks. So I'm going with it. Just make sure there's nothing bad on there before I do another one. Let's see. Let's pick a different napkin. There's so many to choose from. Of course, this one has birdies and butterflies. Butterflies. And if you've been watching me a while, you know I like birds, butterflies. Actually, I like butterflies and hearts and the color purple. And blue. Blue's always been my like major go-to color. For years and years and years, a lot of the things that I have. I like this napkin because they're all different. Well, these two are the same, these two are the same. But they're different, you know what I mean? There are different elements on them. I'm trying to see. I might lose the birdie on that one. I think I want this up here. So I am going to, we're going to do this kind of backwards from how you would think. Again, got to check and see what it says. Make sure I have the right side. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to back these because they're just not stiff enough for pockets. Oops, come on. Sure it's right side up. I'm going to put this right about here. Yeah. So I told my husband he had to wash dishes from now on for a while till my boo-boo heals. He says, I'm fine with that. I usually end up washing dishes because I hate taking something out and seeing that it hasn't been washed thoroughly. It drives me nuts. And that happens around here. Sorry, I know I'm probably out of frame. I'm cutting this out. But I have to see what I'm doing. Well, the sun it was very, very overcast up until about, do I want to save that? Yes. Up until about, oh, what time was it? I don't know. Maybe 12, noonish. Pretty. How pretty. And this goes so fast when you do it this way. I don't want to use this side because it says syringe on it. And we don't want to use that. I don't think so. All right, that'll fit. That'll fit that one. That guy will lose his tail. That's okay. Could use him somewhere else though. And what was I saying? Oh my gosh, I forgot. I gotta quit starting sentences and then doing something. I obviously cannot multitask. Oh, that train left the track. No idea where it went. Okay. I want to get this right. All right, flipping it over. Sometimes it's just easier to do it this way. Except my fingers are all sticky. Okay. Yeah, cloudy. It was cloudy, and then the sun came out, and I was like, woohoo! I was yelling. Poor Evan didn't know what to do. He didn't know why I was hollering so loud. We watched the Dolly Parton, I think it was Netflix last night. Either Netflix or Prime. I get them mixed up. I think it was Netflix. The Dolly Parton story. It was pretty good. Funny how they left a lot of things out, though, that I expected to see. No mention of Kenny Rogers at all, which I found interesting. Oops. Some things I didn't know. Like how long she was on the Porter Wagoner show. Okay, there's 3. Let's see what else we can do. Let's see. I don't know if the... No, that still isn't tall enough. What did I lose? I lost a piece of cellophane. All right. Let's see. I want to try this one. I haven't opened these yet, so... I mean, I don't have any flowers in the journal as it is, so a lot of these have a lot of flowers on them, which I'm a little torn about. Because I didn't want it to be florally and birdy. I wanted it to be like birds. Birds, birds everywhere. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Ooh, look at that. Can you see the pattern on that I pulled off? I love using those. All right, so if I do up to there, that bird would be upside down, so I don't want to do that. I want to get that nest in there. Needs to come this way just a teensy bit. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Okay. I think we'll take the sex appeal parts off, even though you can't really see it through the napkin very well. I think we'll just flip it over. Sex appeal. I'm sure there were other sex words on there too. Because, you know. Okay. All right, so we're going to flip this over. Oh, no. Uh-oh. You know what I did? This is going to stick to the whole thing if I don't cut this off. I'm trying not to have a problem here. So I'm going to cut this because I don't think it'll matter once I put the other piece of napkin over the top. Okay. So I want the part with the... So we're going to... I want the bird on there as well as the nest, so trying not to lose too much of the back end of the bird. Take this out. So my youngest granddaughter, she plays soccer. And she's the youngest member of a tournament team. Go everywhere. And she was one of 2 most valuable players named. And she was playing offense the entire time. So that's like a full-time, you're always running around trying to defend the ball, right? I think. I don't know. I'm not a soccer watcher. But anyway, she was named one of the most valuable players. So that was kind of cool. So I need to cut that straight across there, and I hope I haven't made this too short. Yeah. I'm eyeballing it. We'll see. And that's not a straight cut at all, but you know, that's how it goes. Oh my goodness, that was perfect. Just right. Woohoo! Go Martha. Actually, it's a little low. It's gonna cut that off. Let me see. That's what I get for tooting my horn, right? Here. Let's do this, Mark. Ah, glue, glue, glue everywhere. All right, I'm going to, I like that I got a little less of the flowers and more of the birds on this one. Yeah, we had to go up to their house, not this past weekend, the one that rained all weekend, but we went up to their house, the previous weekend before this past weekend. They live about an hour away, depending on traffic. We have to get on Interstate 95. And here on the East Coast, if you have ever traveled around the DC area on Interstate 95, trust me, just because COVID is happening, it's not any better. It was. I mean, there was a time when COVID first started. It was really, really weird because we could get on 95 and there was no traffic. Like, it was eerie. It was cool, but it was eerie. And now the backups and the traffic are just as bad as ever. So that'll be a belly band, but I have a feeling, because I didn't measure first. Oh, no, that'll be pretty good. That'll either be a belly band or a tuck on the side. And I don't think it's straight, but, you know, can always straighten it up after. Now this one I don't think I'll have to reinforce because I don't want to make it too bulky. Okay, so I'm happy with that one. We'll do another. We'll do another one. All right, do I want to... Lots and lots of flowers. Lots of flowers. All right, I'll give it a shot. I may use, I still have the tissue paper, the birdie. What did I do with it? It was just here. I just showed it to you guys. Oh, here, you go over there. Oh my goodness. Seriously. Oops, I found it. Hold on, hold that thought. Everything's falling over. Oh, sorry about that. I'm going to use this too. But even that has some flowers on it. But it's more birds and music and greenery. So, oops. Tear the paper right up, Martha. Miss the napkin, tear the paper. Oh, another ghost print right there. That's really pretty. I like to use that in decoupage too. Let's see. Bad words? Nope. nope. I just have to check. I'm sorry. It's just a thing. Okay, are these the same all the way around? They certainly are. I don't know if I like that one. It's getting a little too out there. Let's see. Whew. I don't know what it is about this paper, this tissue paper. It smells. Like, it really, really smells. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this, I have crammed myself into about a 6-inch space. What else is new? Oh, I'm going to rip that bird then. Well, darn. Okay. Somebody's going to lose something. Either this guy's going to lose a beak or this guy's going to lose some tail. Sorry, birdies. That was close. Close call. All right. So I do hope this finds, oh, please tear correctly. I hope this finds you all well. See, I wanted to get that whole word birdie on there, but I didn't because I wanted to save the birdie at the bottom. Oh, well. Now it's Erdy. Erdy Darl. Erdy Darl. Oh, gosh. I wanted to put this part up here. Why is that narrower? How bizarre is that? Okay. Very bizarre, Martha. Very bizarre. All right. So right about here. Look how nicely that tore off. Yeah. And I hope you're having good weather. I heard a lot of people out west are going to be getting very cold temperatures and, ooh, no. No, please don't do that. And snow. So, yeah, feel for you guys. It's going to cool down here. We're getting some northerly breezes ourselves, but no snow in the forecast. We typically, watch, I'm going to jinx us now. We typically don't get snow until, I think we've had maybe 1 or 2 snowfalls before Christmas. Typically, January through March are the times that we get the most snowfall. And there was one year when the acorns were falling really, really crazy. Oh my gosh. Come on. Okay. And in February, we had wicked snowfalls. And we lived on our little 5-acre farm at the time. And holy cow, Tony was out there for hours trying to plow the driveway. And he's always nervous if he thinks that we might have to either call an ambulance or go to the hospital for something. And he was out there just freezing his buns off. And it was bad. Like, we had 3 snowfalls within 2-week period. Not typical for Virginia at all. Well, guess what? Our acorns are falling like crazy again. And I have a feeling that's going to mean a crazy, crazy winter again. So we shall see. Yeah, we don't want shock therapy, right? Which is the... No shock therapy, please. And it's upside down. Yeah. Go, Martha. All right. So we got that. And what else do we have that I could stick there? I could probably, yeah, I think I could tear these out. I don't bother using the water. I mean, I just don't. It's not harder, it's just messier, and I end up not wanting to do it. And I'm too lazy to get my water brush out, which is somewhere. I don't know, it's probably in my little turnstile up there. And look, I did not tear that one. Oh, Martha. Sometimes, girlfriend, sometimes. I'm having one of those days. You know what we're going to do? I'm just going to tear this all the way down, make sure I have plenty. Oh, look. Isn't that pretty? That works. Sometimes on these napkins, these birds are tilted in a weird position. Yep, I like it. So we're going to go for it. Okay. Okay. Let go. Thank you. Right side up. So I'm using the leftover tissue that I tore off of the other piece. And I'm going to put this on. I love playing with napkins. And I started buying napkins and saying, oh, I'll sell them. But when my Tuesday morning closed down, I said, I'm not selling a darn single napkin. I used to give them away with the ephemera folios too. I stopped doing that too. Because our closest Tuesday morning is up by my daughter's house. And we don't get up there that often because I-95 is that bad. And we don't get to see our granddaughters or my daughter or son-in-law that often because they're always busy because soccer, swimming, you know, kids stuff. And it just takes a lot of time. And we don't get to go that often. And traffic is awful. And of course, my daughter and son-in-law work. So there's that too. Oh my goodness, bending over. Hey. Oh no, don't fall off that way, please. If you fall off that way, I'll never reach you. There's a cabinet over there I can't reach. Okay. So where am I at? 33 minutes. I'm going to do the rest of these. And then we'll probably be done. I'm just looking over to my side here to see. Ow. I just rubbed my boo-boo. That hurt. That hurt. Alrighty. So. Let's see. Can we get a whole one of these on here? Yep, so can. All right, I'm just gonna look for bad words. I didn't look for bad words on the first couples. Hopefully there aren't any that you can see. And like I said, you really can't tell the words through the napkin. You just kind of see that there's writing behind it. So, and if I had used the matte medium, they'd be a lot more transparent. A lot more. I thought my husband was standing behind me. Okay. I think I want to go here. Okay. Not crazy about the red flowers, so I think I was trying to avoid them, and I did. I avoided them over here and over there. Yay. Yay me. Okay. Oh, somebody just hit a golf ball. The golfers are happy. No one was out golfing yesterday. They're all happy. It's golfing weather. There are golfers that golf here pretty much right through most of winter. I don't think the tournaments or anything go, but there are a lot of hardy cold weather golfers here. Unless it snows. I mean, if it snows, you just can't see those white balls in the white snow, right? I think I'm going to sneeze, people. It's because the door is open. Oh, my goodness. All right. Oh, that's pretty. Wish it was more birdie. Where's my tissue paper roll? Empty container. All right. Who's hiding it from me? I'm telling you. This, oh, right there, right in front of my face. This happens to me all the time. Let's see, what am I going to make this out of? Is this going to be this way? Is this going to be this way? You know what I really need to make? I have some corner pockets. I did the tucks. Oh, I'll just keep doing this. I think what I'll do is just keep doing these. I think I'll do that one in that direction, actually. I didn't do any of the other ones in that direction. I could have, should have, didn't. I just did them sideways. So, let's see. Let's do how I've been doing it. Do it upside down. See what I can get on here. Stay where you belong. Okay. I love it when a plan comes together. Now, I had no intention of making this bird journal. It was not on my radar. It was not on my list. It was not anything. And when I saw those fabric covers that Wendy made, I was like, well, I have this upholstery fabric, but that's the only upholstery fabric I have. I bought a pretty large roll of it. From a thrift shop, hospital thrift shop. And I bought it last year, and I sold a couple in my shop. But I might use the rest for another project, not a book making project. That one came out pretty. That could be a little tuck, right? And then these two would be, well, how many do I have? How many pockets do I have now? This has like a chemical smell to it. Oh, I'm so sensitive to that stuff. Not that everybody else isn't, but I certainly am. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3 pockets going that way. I have 1, 2 belly bands or side tucks going that way. I have 1 little tuck going that way. I should have done that one too. I guess I could still kind of fake it. And I have that. And I have 2 signatures. So I'd probably put these 2 and these 2 together. And then 1 of these in each. And then that's definitely sideways. So I could do another one of these in this orientation. All right, we'll put that over there. Where are my book pages? Book pages, book pages. So that's not tall enough. Book pages. I think what I'm going to do is just fold this. So this will go that away. Rightio. I picked that up from watching McCloud's Daughters. Don't ask. All right. Whew. Sticky, sticky. All right. And me glue. Where's me glue? Stick. Now, in case you haven't been with me before, This is Craft Bond by Elmer's. This is my other favorite glue. I like the Scotch White. I do use the Scotch Purple, but the Scotch White is supposed to be better for fabric and stuff like that. Although I haven't had a problem with Scotch Purple. Reading words, reading words. Temptress. Ooh. 10 Commandments. Tendency, tenacious, tender. Yeah, I think we'll do this side. It's not straight either. How did I do that? This side is straight. This side is not. It's cut on an angle. Just adds character. All right. Next. Do we want this one? No. Nope. Don't want that one. Don't love it. Too many flowers. Maybe I'll do another one like this. Where is, that'll work. Look at that. Perfect. It's perfect. Okay. Well, I'm pretty happy with the way these are coming out. So now I have to decide if I'm going to sew my signatures in or decorate first. I think, I think no matter what I do, I think it'll be okay. I've done it both ways. I've decorated first. Let's see, do I want this one? And I've also, I've decorated first before putting them in, and I've also decorated after putting them in. And it doesn't bother me either way. I mean, either way is fine with me. I don't struggle with it. I do tend to make them way too fat if I don't sew them in first. If I sew them in first and I see how fat it's getting, I stop putting ephemera in. So there is that advantage. And I've also decorated them before putting them in. And if I do that and they are too fat for the cover, then I make it a one signature journal and make a second cover. And I have 2 single signature journals then, instead of 1 double signature journal. So I've done it both ways, and it's been advantageous both ways to do it. All right, struggling to get my card. Oh, that's pretty. That came out pretty. Oops, let go. I feel like it's crooked because I can see that's not centered. That's okay. The bird is flying at an angle, so it's all right. It's all right. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so there is a bunch of ephemera, and I guarantee it's not going to be enough because I'm going to need more cards. I'm going to need to back this. I know I'm going to need more tags and journaling cards and stuff like that. I thought I could decorate these as well, but I don't know if I'm going to do these with napkins, tissue paper, or you know, these things that I printed. And then these as well. These are all decorated. So those don't need any help. That one needs decorating. That needs decorating. This might need a little more, and that needs a little more, and these might have something on them. But that's not going to be nearly enough. So I'll keep working on this. I will back, you know, the... everything is on a downhill spiral right now. I will back these, and then we'll come back and we'll work on this together. The rest of it. The rest of the story. So I'll be back. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I appreciate it. Happy crafting. Take care. Bye.